I wrote this poem a little while ago. When I was a little girl, I would put on my mother's shoes. Anybody know about that? And attempt to navigate my way to womanhood. Oh, if I could only walk in her shoes, I would be tall enough. And my father would scoop me up into his arms, twirling me around until I was out of breath with laughter. And in that moment, I felt pretty enough, loved enough, whole enough to conquer the world. But then I went to school and stepped into the world of cruel comparison, where I discovered that my enough was not enough for others. Suddenly, I was not good enough, smart enough, quick enough, strong enough, pretty enough, witty enough. The list went on and on as I became immersed in a world of people who were smarter, taller, louder, stronger, braver, richer, so much more than me. I saw myself being diminished in my own eyes, despairing over what I once rejoiced over, questioning my naive judgment of what was acceptable and good. I went in search for more of myself, to measure up to the expectations, real or imagined, of others, and now even myself, placing demands on me to be more. Not sure of what, but just more. Because certainly more would be enough, right? You see, it seemed a new standard had been set, and I was the only one who had not gotten the memo on this thing called enough. So, though I had no idea what it looked like, the quest to be enough was on. And then I met him. And things were going well, I thought, until I discovered that he did not love me enough. Enough to celebrate all that I was, to cherish me, to cover me, to marry me. Imagine that. After having all of me, he did not love me enough to feel I was enough for a lifetime. And I wondered how much love is really enough. I questioned the worth of my heart, my love, my mind, and yes, my body. All that I was became overshadowed by all that I was not. Why hadn't I noticed before that I was obviously not enough? What deception had lured me down a river called denial of my value and what I added to others? And as I wandered through the chasms of my self-imposed feeling less than emptiness, stripped of joy and peace, the question echoed in my soul: how much is enough? How much does it cost to get it? Feel it, hold it, be it. The more I strove to be enough, the less sufficient I felt, until finally a whisper broke through the chaos of my soul. A whisper. Enough is enough. Don't you know before you were enough in my mind as I conceived you? You were enough for where I would place you. Enough for what I created you to be. Enough for who I created you to be. No more, no less is required, for enough will always be enough for where you are in the moment. For I am enough for you. For enough is nothing more than man's measurement of my endless capacity to be in all things, through all things, over all things. And in me, you will always be enough, because enough will always be enough.